Hey everybody, gonna redo that video showing the tutorial on how to do the backlit logo on a TurboGrafx 16, and until I started getting people writing into me saying they're having problems frying the LEDs and stuff, I thought mine was doing good, but got one LED that was really bright and then the other one was just kind of bright just to back it up. That one burned out, so I'm down to one LED, so good thing I did open it up, or I wouldn't have known, because I couldn't tell until I really opened it up. But got the system all apart here. So, show you guys. Actually, that one's kind of lighting up, so it's not quite dead, but it's getting there. Obviously, it's about fried. As you can see, man, it barely is putting out anything. So what I'm going to do is I'll just go to Radio Shack and get a couple that can maybe handle 3 volts or whatever a piece, because it doesn't come out the back there where you see the wire, but right here where your power switch is, behind it is where that little thing that looks like an orange shield is where I hooked up the wires to, which solder point solder points all around it. Only thing I can get at, because this sucker is welded together. They made it to where they didn't want anybody really tampering with this. But like I say, man, that one's pretty damn bright, so until I open it, hard to tell. So unplug this puppy. It's one of those things like any kind of system mod, man. It's touch and go, and this, I may be the originator for this, at least for YouTube, because I've never seen anybody do this again other than ones that are following after me. So one of those ones that was pure luck that I was even able to find a place to get a LED off of. But hopefully will show up better in this vid, because I'm doing it in a little bit higher resolution. Just do most of my vids in low res because it's just, I can upload them faster, but this one's obviously going to take a while to load. But anyways, flip this over. Same thing. Facing it again, there's where your U card goes in, there's the power switch and stuff. And that is what you want to hook up to. And then right next to it, like I said in the last vid, there's a little diode. Avoid that like the freaking Black Plague. You don't want to get your soldering iron near it because you can fry those real easy. But as you can see, plenty of room. And on positive and negative, I just measured it again to make sure that it is 5 volt. The lead that is towards the back, that being the back of the system, is positive. The lead that is aimed towards the on-off switch is negative. And then you can see that I got the wiring going through. Pretty much all I did was run it all through, brought it out there, flipped it over, and then got it over here so I could do my LEDs, which I'm going to do again. And fortunately, as long as you guys got game bits, man, this thing's easy as hell to open up, so it's not a big deal. It's not like working on a freaking Dreamcast or an Xbox or anything, or PS3. Pretty damn easy system to open up and put back together. Because really all you got is this being the top half. The bottom half, you just got the screws you take out, which you do have to have a game bit for, which, once again, that's a game bit. And once again, where I got this, didn't get the screwdriver itself, I just got the bit, and then I got the smaller one for game cartridges. But for the 2 bits and this special screwdriver here, which really can't tell in the video here, but it is called a tri-wing. Tri-wing being that it is like Phillips, but instead of 4 blades it's got 3. This is for taking apart like GameCube controllers, I think Wii controllers, and I don't know what other stuff. All I've tried it on is one of my GameCube controllers, but very handy to have. Another thing, you can really only get this online because it's just got one purpose. Game systems, kind of like the bits. And the place that I got them from was the Electric Quarter, which just type that into Yahoo, and they've got a regular game site, and then they've also got an eBay site. And if you've got a membership for eBay, you could sometimes do better. Sometimes I'll have a package deal, and that's what I got. I got the 2 bits and the screwdriver dirt cheap. So, let's again show one more time here. Try and get this where, there, that's a little bit better. It's just hard to see the wires, that's why I just pointed out what's what. If I had them hanging out of it, maybe a little bit easier, but I was trying to hide them and then just have it to where it's on top. It's got plenty of room to work on. But easy enough. Like I say, man, there's really no other places where you could work off of. I see one that's behind this, but there's no way to get at it, and warn you guys now, that little pecker neck there, that one tried to kill me. Missed killing me, but it fried the living shit out of the lead, man. It was like a millisecond, and that lead was just disco. Puts out way too much voltage there. So, don't get tempted and try and put it on right directly where you plug in your power supply. Stick to the one here. So, that's pretty much the tutorial for hooking it up. And once again, for your logo here, just lift that off carefully with like a butter knife. It's not real thin, but it's just a thin sheet of plastic, and then rub off all the glue that's on the back of it so it's nice and clear, and then just find some kind of a tacky type glue to glue it on. And then, as you can see, all I really cut away at on the plastic is just around the outer edge of all the white there, which is also quite easy. The T, which I did say in the last video, is pressed into the plastic, so when you peel this off, you got that to line yourself up with, and it's pretty much level with where it says 16. So just line yourself up and give yourself enough of a lip to glue to. Really easy mode to do. Once again, just can be tedious when you're trying to find the right types of LEDs, because the only one I can think of that is anywhere near 5 volt is that really bright blue LED that Radio Shack sells for about $6. And I'd rather, since people are having them burn out just like this one did, you're better off getting just the cheaper ones and just adding LEDs until you get the voltage even enough. I might even get crazy and do one there, one there, one there, and one there, and make it a really bright freaking logo. I'll just see what I do, man. That's pretty much modding, man. You're experimenting on something that wasn't meant to be done. So, hopefully you guys can do as good as I'm doing here and at least get one of them to stay lit, because that one seems to be alright. That might be higher voltage than I thought. It doesn't seem to be heating up. Figure I'll just hook it up and leave it on while it's taken apart here and see if it starts warming up at all. So, next video, I will just show how to take the whole thing apart, put it back together, leave it at that, just for anybody that's never opened one of these up. So, catch you all in the next vid.